Every single morning, without fail, a 150-pound Presa Canario named Chief does the same thing. The moment his owner reaches for her keys, he disappears. And every single morning, he comes back with the same gray stuffed animal in his mouth. Not a bark, not a whine, just that. She laughed about it for weeks. Then one day, she asked herself why he only did it when she was leaving, and the answer changed the way she saw him completely. But before we get to that, you need to understand what kind of dog Chief actually is, because most people who meet him for the first time do not think about stuffed animals. They think about the size of his head, and the width of his chest, and the way he fills a door frame when he stands in it. And then they think about whether or not to take a step back. That is the reality of living with a Presa Canario. The outside and the inside rarely match, and almost nobody ever gets to see both. Lauren had been living with Chief for almost 8 months when the toy ritual started. He had been a return at the Wake County Animal Shelter, surrendered by his previous owner with a note that said simply, "Too much dog for one person." Lauren had taken him home anyway, and the first months had been exactly that. Too much. Too big, too present, too aware of everything she did and everywhere she went. But she had kept him, and somewhere along the way, too much had started to feel like exactly enough. The toy showed up one Tuesday morning in October. Lauren was running late for work, grabbing her bag from the counter, checking her phone, moving fast. Chief had been watching her from the hallway the way he always did, that low, steady attention that never quite looked like a dog looking at its owner and always looked like something more than that. Then he turned and walked out of the room. She heard him in the living room, moving around, and then he came back. Gray stuffed elephant, held carefully in the front of his mouth, ears flopped forward, trunk dangling. He sat down and looked at her. She stared at him. "Chief, what is that?" He did not move. She took a photo, sent it to Kayla with the caption, "He brought me his elephant," and left for work. When she came home that evening, the elephant was back in the living room, placed neatly next to his bed, like he had put it away. It happened the next morning, and the morning after that, only when she was leaving, only when the keys came out, and always the same elephant, carried the same way, held gently enough that the gray fur never even creased. Lauren started paying attention to the details. He never dropped it, never shook it, never tried to give it to her directly. She looked up Presa Canario behavior one evening and found a line in a forum post from an experienced breeder. They give their most valued possession to the person they are most afraid of losing. She put her phone down and looked at the elephant next to Chief's bed. And some mornings, if she was running particularly late and moving too fast through the house, he would follow her from room to room with the elephant in his mouth, tracking her the way he always tracked her, except now he was carrying something. Kayla came over for dinner in November and watched the whole routine from the kitchen doorway. "He's giving you something to take with you," she said. Lauren looked at her. "He can't come with you, so he gives you the thing that matters most to him, so part of him goes with you anyway." Lauren did not say anything for a moment. "That is insane," she said finally. "That," Kayla said, "is a Presa Canario. If this is the kind of story that stays with you, you are exactly who this channel is for. There is so much more where this came from." I see you still haven't subscribed. That honestly stings a little. Hit that subscribe button right now. You will not regret it. Presa Canarios are not a breed that shows affection the way most people expect affection to look. They do not bounce. They do not lick faces or roll onto their backs for belly rubs from strangers. What they do is stay. They position themselves. They watch. They track, and when they love someone, they do it with the kind of permanence that most humans spend their whole lives looking for in each other. Chief had decided Lauren was his person on approximately day 2. Everything that came after that was just him figuring out the vocabulary. The elephant was the vocabulary. In December, Lauren had a hard week. A project at work fell apart. She came home on a Wednesday evening and sat on the kitchen floor, which had become her thing. the place she went when she did not have the energy to make it to the couch. Chief came and sat beside her, pressed against her side, his breathing slow and even. After a few minutes, he got up, walked to the living room, and came back with the elephant. He placed it in her lap. Not during a leaving, not when the keys were out, just because she was on the floor and something was wrong, and he had one thing that mattered, and he was giving it to her. She sat on that kitchen floor for a long time, one hand on his back and one hand holding a gray stuffed elephant with a dangling trunk, and she did not feel as alone as she had 5 minutes before. Moments like that deserve to be remembered. Some stories are too important to keep to yourself. Today, the elephant lives on a specific shelf in the living room. Lauren put it there after she noticed Chief always returned it to the same spot after she left for work. His spot, his shelf, his thing. She just made it official. He still brings it every morning when the keys come out. He still sits and holds it and watches her leave. And every evening when she comes home, it is back on the shelf, waiting, the same way he is waiting at the door, every single time, without exception, without fail. Lauren used to wonder what it would be like to have a dog that was easier, smaller, less present, a dog that let her move through her own house without being watched, without being followed, without being known so completely by something that could not say a single word. She does not wonder that anymore. The house that once felt too big and too quiet no longer feels that way. It feels occupied, watched over, like somewhere a 150-pound dog with a stuffed elephant has decided is worth protecting. Being loved by a Presa Canario is not a quiet thing. It is not casual or convenient or easy to explain to people who have never experienced it. It is the kind of love that shows up at the door when you get home and brings you an elephant when you are sad, and sits outside the bathroom and waits, and does not leave, and does not stop, and does not ask for anything except to be near the person it has chosen. Chief chose Lauren. He has not changed his mind once. If you are thinking about a large breed dog and you are not sure you are ready, take the time to understand what they are. Talk to people who know the breed. Learn what they need and what they will give you in return, because what they give you in return is everything. Would you keep a 150-pound dog that brings you his favorite toy every single morning, or would that be too much dog for you? Tell me in the comments.